Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm pretty good, nice and sunny, got the guitar out. Thought we would run through another lesson showing how to play a simplified version of Given to Fly. I think the Yield album is something like 22 years old this week, February the 3rd I think it came out. And off that album this is probably the best track, I would say, to give it the simplified treatment, because Mike's part is not easy. But having said that, the chords are very simple in this song. There aren't too many to run through. So there's G and D. And if you can play those two chords, and I'm doing them in open position, so you've got G shape, like there, and then D shape. So your middle finger doesn't have to do any moving there, it's just the other three that have to move about. So keep that one down, and then you get a nice clean D chord. Now, those two chords are used for the intro, the verse, and the bridge riff, okay? But I'll build up the chords to give you a few options as you progress towards, hopefully, playing it as they do. Now, the intro kind of melody is basically... which is all G. Okay, so you can play a G over that whole bit. Then when he goes into the part, that is the D. So etc. So if you're just starting out, you play 4 bars of G, then 2 bars of D. And then back around, okay? It's that simple. Now when it goes into the bridge part, you can keep playing those that same phrase, 4 of the G, 2 of the D, but you just need to up the strumming a bit, okay? So back around that again, okay? So pretty straightforward so far. Now the next bit, there's a couple of ways you can play this. You can either play it like this, which is okay, or you can play it using just some really simple power chords, which is going to be easier, okay? So those go like this. Okay, so you're just playing, so and then you move it down and down again and to a G. Okay, so the speed. Okay, that's the trickiest bit. And that's it. Those are the 2 main sections. So if we go back to the verse riff, you can make that a little bit more exciting by including some of Mike's parts. So like this. Okay, and all I'm doing there is playing I'm carrying on playing the chord, but I'm just going to be playing I'm combining that with the chord. Okay, that's one thing you could do. In the other bit, you can play. So all I'm doing there is taking my second finger off and putting it back on. Okay. Now the other way to play the D chord. So you're arching your finger there, 1st, 3rd, and 5th fret on the top 3 strings. Then Then you take your little finger off and then put this one flat. Okay, so this first finger then flattens out for that last chord. And notice I've got to move my elbow back so I can rotate my hand round to get that flat first finger there, okay? So that's quite nice. Then when you go into the bridge, for this bit you could just play Stone's part, or what I play as Stone's part when I'm playing with a sort of full band, which is this. Into that bit, okay? So that's real fun to play. So all you need to do is fret your first finger there, first fret on the B string, like you're going to do a C chord, but you play a G chord like that, okay? So if that wasn't there, you would hear that one is, that second string there is muted, okay? Just by the angle of my finger. Yours should probably do that naturally. And then you make sure you've got these two fingers at the top. So you're not going to hear it there because this third finger is in front of it, okay? But that means that when you lift it off, so if I go, you get that. Okay, and the strumming pattern. So I'm going to try and slow down that strumming pattern. It's quite hard to slow it down actually. So okay. Okay, hopefully you get that. And the D chord, rather than starting as a normal D chord, you start with your second finger off that top E string, okay? So the first bit goes, and then there's a very quick hammer-on. Strum the whole chord, and immediately hammer on that second fret. Okay, so you hear just after you've strummed. Okay, should sound like that, so. And then again with it off. And then you repeat that again. Okay, and for the chorus bit, when you go to the G, you can start to add your first finger onto the second fret onto the EAD G string, which is the fourth string in, okay? So that would be okay, that just gives it another little nuance. So and if you really flash, you can put that in. Etc. But by all means give it a go, it's quite advanced, I think that. Anyway, up to you if you wanna do that. Now when you come out of the first chorus, you're gonna hear into that bit, but it's not really played by the rest of the band. You can put it in if you want. So all you're doing there is that same chord, then Then you move your first finger onto the F. Then back to the G. Now all the way through that, you're muting that 5th fret there. So again, that's a little bit more technical, but if you want to do a bit more than just the bog standard chords, that is what I would recommend you do next. And that's it. So the second part, so let me go through those again. Intro. Okay, and then into etc. And the outro is Stone just playing. Something like that. Done. So I hope you enjoyed that one. That was Given to Fly, broken down to very, very easy component parts, and then hopefully we've layered on a few little embellishments that you can do as your playing gets better. So I hope that helps. It's good fun doing all these, so more to come soon. Cheers, bye bye.